Your best 30-second pitch on why clients should choose Ocorian for migrations.
85 in 3 years. I'd love to see a competitor that's probably got close to that. I think the technology thing is not to be underestimated. One tech stack across all of our locations from a funds point of view is really impressive, and the fact that we're on the latest version of those platforms as well is also a massive advantage. We didn't over customize, and then we'll have we didn't get, so we have to unwind ourselves to take upgrades. So I would say the sheer experience coupled with the technology is I see unrivaled of the independent fund admins out there right now.
Charlotte?
Yeah, no, I agree. 3 years we've built our solutions team to manage, not just the migrations, but also the technology stack, and having, the people that we have in that team. It's incredible, what everyone is able to achieve. And, I think we don't have a bad reference. So for all of these migrations, we only have referenceable clients. Everyone has been very, very complimentary about the onboarding, the migration experience with Ocorian, and you don't get that everywhere.
Yeah, I think something to expand on there actually, because I'm pitching on migrations for a long time. The turning point was definitely when we built that dedicated team, because what would happen is we get to a certain stage in that sales process where the CFO would then say, right, how are you going to do it? Like you guys, love the technology, like the team, but how are you going to manage the transition? And what we would say is, well, we're going to take that person from over there, that person from there. They're going to fly in for a couple of months and they're going to do it and go back. It just wasn't credible, wasn't strong, and it wasn't made up of people that have done this before. Where we are today, say, well, it's a team of 30 plus people. They've done these migrations already. Go speak to the client. It kind of sells itself. So it's a very powerful position to be in.
Exactly. And that team, is made up of, the best fund accountants that we have in the industry, the best e-front brains that we can find, because there's not many of them around. And then also, our project managers who lead and just keep everybody honest, including the clients and the outgoing administrator, to make sure that we stay on track. So it's that kind of winning blend of all of the skills that you need to make any migration a success.
I feel like that's a mic drop moment, right? Is that we see that?
And the big rationale, coming back to service where you started, is that for the dedicated migration team is also that it really helps the BAU teams continue to deliver the excellence in the service for their existing and the new clients, because you effectively work together and they observe and know and sign off on everything migrations team do and build. But they receive a packaged work product from their colleagues without disruption to their BAU, which I think is what allows us to start off with a good
You
service.
can't manage an existing client book and a migration. Like the size of the deals, the size of the mandates we're bringing in. We have people working on it for maybe 3 months consistently. There is no end. They're not working on anything else. So these are big mandates, and you would not be able to manage any of this if you didn't have a dedicated team.
Yeah, and the client teams had that lead in time, right, which is so important, because I think if you don't have that that kind of housing team to manage that transition, and the client says yes, that client team are engaged pretty much from day one on managing that process, where they've got a 3-month great, it's coming, grace period where they can learn more about the client, work with the solutions team. So it gives them the ability, if they need to staff up, or if it's a big migration, more people need to come in to support the structure. But it creates a more of a sustainable framework for its own strategy.
It's all about putting the people with the best expertise in the right places to deliver that expertise to clients, whilst augmenting their day-to-day processes with technology, so they spend less time on manual processes and more time with clients and creating value in the partnership approach.
Yeah, exactly. But we also, just to kind of finish the loop on that, we spend a lot of time working on our handovers. We're in hypercare mode for at least 1 to maybe 3 quarters, depending on the complexity. So, we're not like job done, over to you. We're still very, very much involved, making sure that everything's being captured. And, with a lot of these migrations, that we are developing new technology solutions, new e-front processes. So there is, a bout of education and making sure that the teams are fully up to speed. But as I say, we're there to support until they're happy to run with it by themselves.